Hi, I'm Ligia Rossi from Red Bear, and today we're gonna make some alfajores. It's a recipe that I grew up with, that it comes to every party that I have with my family or my friends. There's some things that my family did that I didn't necessarily agree with. So when I studied this and I see how recipes can be changed, then I added more things because I feel like I like a very nice crumbly cookie. So I added extra starch, and I always love vanilla, so I always add vanilla to the recipe, so it's a little bit of both. So the first thing we're gonna do for this recipe will be the dulce de leche that we can buy or we can make. In this case, we're gonna make it. So what we need is just condensed milk. I just take the label out. And then I just fill it with water. So we basically want the cans to be completely submerged on the water, and then we're just gonna put it on medium heat. And then we're gonna wait for it to boil, and then it has to boil for 4 hours total. We had to make sure that it always has water all the way to the top. Condensed milk is just a lot of sugar and a lot of milk together, so we just want all that to get the nice caramel crystallized color. The difference between caramel and dulce de leche is like caramel usually has butter on it, and this dulce de leche doesn't. It's just sugar and milk. The reason I choose this one is because this is kind of like the one that I grew up with, and I kind of like saying the name a lot too. I think it's kind of fun. Now after dulce de leche has chilled for like 2 hours, it's ready to use. So we're just gonna use a can opener. Make sure we build a nice caramel color. And then we're gonna cream on like medium until our butter is soft and fluffy and light. Depends on how soft the butter is, but I would say maybe like 3 to 4 minutes. So at this point, I always like to scrape everything out of the petal. In the meantime, while this is mixing, we're gonna combine our AP flour. When it's halfway mixed and it starts looking like a little more on the wet side, then we're gonna start incorporating our milk. This is the perfect size bowl. Yeah, so when we start seeing our flour, we're like a little pieces, kind of like a little biscuit mix, then we know it's time to add our milk. So now that we hear the bowl heating, it's because the dough is already formed. So then our dough will be ready. And it looks crumbly like this, but if we press it, it's gonna keep the shape. Now I'll be ready to roll. So I use parchment paper to roll. You never go back and forth. Instead, you go middle up and then middle down, and the same middle to the sides. So that way you don't double work with the paper on. Then I just chill for at least 5 minutes. There it comes, kind of. There you go. So then we're ready to close, and then we're just gonna press until it goes on the border. Until the top it's like completely white.